laugh at other people, you're not allowed to be racial, you're not allowed to do anything. Yeah, but
except vote and pay the MP money.
Pay the tax.
Yeah, sure.
You're allowed to do that.
But there's another tier for those people who organise everybody to fit in with their agenda, I believe. But it just strikes me that among people who know you here, among people who know you and who have attended many of your residentials or whatever, everybody's very at ease and very quiet.
Not necessarily.
Or they
no,
laugh.
they're not.
But
that's not what I've heard.
but it's like so pointless and so hopeless being here. So why is it funny?
Because that is what's funny about it. We're all here talking about nothing, and it's utterly hopeless. That's what's funny.
Hopeless.
Yes, it's a new sort of genre, you know.
Genre, style of art.
All those politicians doing useful things and teachings, teachings of enlightenment are very useful and help people, and religion and all those things. Well, they're all helpful, but we're in a revolution. We are in the hopeless revolution. This is the only meeting you'll come to, really, anywhere, where there's absolutely nothing available.
But it's great.
Which is utterly pointless.
It's great because it's so clean. You know, there's no extra stories.
No, there's nothing. There's nothing for sale.
No.
There is nothing here for sale.
No.
What's for sale here is no thing.
I'd like to ask you another question.
Oh, right.
From what I've heard, from what I've gathered from people who've had experiences like yours, there's things are all quite different when the experiences happen. And do you, if you're living in this experience permanently, or not you, but as you're in it kind of thing, how do you control what's going on?
Oh, you don't?
That must be so scary. Does it frighten you to have no control at all? Oh, it's terrifying.
No, there isn't anybody to be terrified. There's no control. It's free fall. It's just unknown.
How do you drive a car?
Very badly. There's a guy on the internet called Dr. David Hawkins, and he was driving along at night, weaving over the line, because there was nobody there. He thought it didn't matter. And the policeman came up and stopped him, and he said, "Why are you weaving?" And he said, anyhow, it's a joke, but he said, "Have you been drinking?" He said, "No." And he said, "Have you been taking dope?" It's an elderly gentleman. He said, "No." And then he said, "Well, what is it?" And he said, "Well, I don't think I'm in my body." Oh, right.
And the police officer said, "Oh, well, you know, I've had this problem myself for a long time. And thank you so much." And they have parted good friends.
Cool.
So I imagine that's how you drive. Anyway, I'll pass the microphone. It's too tempting.